The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Christian Wood is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Wall in at point guard. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly, and we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed, and we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Harden, no good. And here we go. Fast break in Morant's got it. Here's Brooks. No good that time. Harden with the defensive effort. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. The Rockets again can't hit.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And here are the Rockets now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Wall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Wall plays big down low. His sheer determination picks up fouls in the paint.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Well, you know he's had to deal with some major injuries over the course of his career, but Wall never loses the drive to succeed.
And so Wall nails both of them. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Wall against Morant. Wall with some nice D. The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. It's Harden with the drive. Nice D from Valanciunas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And here's Morant. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Here's Valanciunas. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he also controlled the backcourt as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
The Rockets trail. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Harden, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
The first free throw is good.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Rockets trail by 4. Wall dishes to Harden. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Harden's got 6.
Harden has the super green light. And with his confidence, you might be amazed, but you're rarely surprised at any shot he makes.
Here's Brooks. Kept alive. Valanciunas. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Valanciunas inside. He's guarded by Cousins.
Really like seeing Cousins compete on the defensive end. An imposing force whose size really can scare some shooters.
And the basket by Gordon.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
Brooks outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you're riding. When he's not, subbing. That's simple.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to Minnesota. Wall up top, guarded by Morant. Offensive rebound, shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the bruising game of Cousins, nearly impossible to match up with him given his massive size.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, what makes Cousins successful? You have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Jackson. He dishes it to Morant. 5 on the clock. Great open look there. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
Here's Harden. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
He goes up again, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 8 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Ball against Morant. Cousins trying to free himself up. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center, able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Wood.
In over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range, so he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, GA. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in demand.
Both shots good from the stripe. Memphis leading. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move was fire.
Harden the pass to Wood. Houston moving it around. And Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Brooks. 8 points his last outing. And here they come. Here's Wood. Here's Gordon. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
That one goes in. Morant's got 12 in the game.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Brooks against Harden. Here's Cousins. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 4.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists
Take a break.
the year they
Take
played
a
him
break.
at point guard. He makes
2
you
shots.
pay for sending help.
He throw good, James Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Grayson Allen comes in for Brooks. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Gerald Green in for Eric Gordon. And both free throws good for James Harden. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do. In last season, P.J. Tucker signing a six-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, GA, the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Top of the line competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant.
Known for his grit and grind mentality, the physicality Tucker gives this team is so important.
Anderson finds Jones. And the rejection by Cousins. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Wall's running over Allen. Off the left rim and out.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
And this is something almost every defense is geared to do. Force Wall to prove he can hit the three.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. Will it go? And the rejection by Cousins.
Are using great defensive instincts. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Brandon Clark, 4th.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Trying to get something going. And it's good on the layup.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Wall. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop. And Memphis the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight. So much changes from year to year.
Now here's Wall. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. McLemore's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
And it's Memphis on the break. Stolen by Tucker. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Memphis on defense. 6-point game. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out, I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there. Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Anderson outside. Wall with some nice defense. Rockets on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. And that one's good. House.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Jang. He's covered closely. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And he makes the first. David Nwaba is checked in for Houston. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball against Jones. Wall, good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here's Anderson. No points in the game yet for him. Rebound by House.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
The Rockets with the new 14. Second chance shot. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Back to Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here comes House, leading the fast break.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And so it's Houston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at Morant. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. How he did last season. He put up about 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Fades. Jackson misses. Houston leading by 16. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Harden against Morant. Jackson. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Harden bounce pass. Gordon inside. Jackson on him. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Jang, and it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
And when he's healthy, Gordon is extremely effective, an incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet.
Morant outside. Jackson looking it over. Harden with it. A 32-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And don't leave out his rebound. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Over McLemore. Brooks misses. Houston leading by 18. From past the arc. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Brooks against Wood. Now Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out to Brooks. They need this. That shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
And that one's good. Morant.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And here's Gordon. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. Up and in on the layup. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
With a strong upper body of Gordon, I mean, contact does not affect his shooting motion.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. The Rockets pull it in. McLemore's got 4 rebounds in this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Free throw good, James Harden.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Allen's checked in for Winslow. The Rockets also changing it up. Cousins comes in for David Nwaba, and it's Gerald Green in for McLemore. And both free throws good for James Harden. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's the pass to Morant. Inside. Here's Jackson. And he overshot that one, missing. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 15-6 run. And so it's Memphis with it. Now here's Valanciunas. To the middle. Ball stolen. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Green inside the three-point line. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Brooks outside. Pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. And another miss by Memphis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Green missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Brooks dishes to Allen. Hits the front of the rim and out. Houston's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Harden inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas with the ball. Now Green defending. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Good work there as it goes. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Fifth on the list, James Harden.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Here's Morant. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Harden kicks to Cousins. Pass to Wood. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Harden against Morant. Passes it to Brooks. Clark trying to get open. Brooks misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wood. And the Rockets making a change here. Wall's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. And Cousins gets it to go.
Oh, I love seeing the power of Cousins on display. The defense has a tough time attempting to contain him.
Morant against Wall. And it's Morant missing. From deep. No good from Cousins. The Grizzlies shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. Clark against Wood. No good from Clark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
You see that right there? That's the intelligence of Wall. He knows where to run and when a fast break opportunity presents itself.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Great showing for him last season. 6th in rebounding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Christian Wood. And Daniel House subbed in for James Harden. And so Wall nails both of them. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Jones against Wall. Jones the pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Clark dishes to Jones. Over Wall. They get it back. Clark. And Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. No question he got bumped on that shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. And so he makes both from the line. And for Memphis, they're shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. 1:32 left now here in the second.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Green. Here's Tucker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. A nice shot by Wall.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Feeds it to Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tucker's very good at using his body and drawing contact. I mean, he's got the physical tools, and he's not afraid to use them.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Clark outside. Here's Jang. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
John Wall getting it done for the Houston Rockets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, we're watching the John Wall show. He's playing with reckless abandon, like the defense isn't even there. His competitive attitude is frying up his whole team.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, it's not a huge surprise they're getting crushed. Whew. All you got to do is look at the rebounding numbers. They were outworked on the boards and the league. They even have a hope of coming back. You got to pick up the intensity, man.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Wood, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Here's Gordon. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Dishes it to Jackson. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Winslow. Covered by Wall. Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, I consider Gordon a crafty scorer. I mean, as he knows how to create opportunities all around the rim.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Eric Gordon. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Wood. The Rockets shooting the ball at 42%.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now, the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market, with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Stolen by Jackson. Morant left side. Wall with a block.
Wall, I mean, one of the things that's underrated is that he's an insane athlete. Right there, he's just showing what an incredible defender he is with these type of blocks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Grizzlies have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Winslow. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Come on, Memphis! Houston, come on!
Morant looking around. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
From deep, Harden. Nice D from Brooks.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jackson gets the bucket.
You can tell Valanciunas has really been working on his passing. Nice dime right there.
Harden against Brooks. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you, a superb athlete.
Wall against Morant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
David Nwaba is checked in for Christian Wood.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Jackson kicks to Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And what really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
The Grizzlies have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Morant. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Harden against Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, he's mastered the art of drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. First free throw is good. McLemore's checked in for John Wall. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Cousins against Morant. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
That's a high-level finish from Morant, showing more strength than he's really given credit for.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
One shot.
That's good from Morant.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Harden against Brooks. The Rockets again can't hit.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Nwaba with the rebound.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And the jam by Harden.
Well, I think playmaking has always been in Gordon's DNA. He loves to score, don't get me wrong, but he also loves to share.
Up top, Morant. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Harden. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
The ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks outside. The 3, and it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night. Brooks against Harden. Pass to Cousins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Cousins is a straight-up bully in the paint, a master at drawing contact, thanks to his size.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And he makes the first. Grayson Allen's checked in for Brooks. He's off on the second. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Allen for 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Harden can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Winslow's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And here's Gordon from outside. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And that one's good. Morant.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Houston in total control. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Harden against Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. The first free throw is good, and the Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in, and then for Houston, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Cousins. Daniel House comes in for David Nwaba, and it's Green in for Eric Gordon. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Memphis has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Morant against Harden. Passes to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Well, this is just being a good teammate. I mean, Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Morant against Harden. Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And he makes that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And the jam by Harden.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you got to feed him. You got to keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Houston. There's the triple. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He hasn't had anywhere near the same touch he had in the first half. 0 3-pointers in this half compared to 3 in the first.
Here's Winslow. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stripped it away. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jang, he's checked in for Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. And the second free throw, good. Harden with it. 28 points for him. Count the basket. Harden's got 15 points in just the second half.
You tell me, how do you defend that? Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
Here's Jones trying to get open as Jang. And the rejection by Harden. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Harden against Jones. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Harden the pass to Green. Here's House. And another shot. Doesn't go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jang the pass to Melton. Clock at 6. Now Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's McLemore outside. They get the rebound. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
But for a player who's only 6'6", Tucker's an excellent rebounder. He likes to try to get in there and mix it up with the bigs.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Wood, he's checked in for McLemore. And it's John Wall in for James Harden. Memphis has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. No good from Clark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, it's nice to see Tucker drive right through the teeth of the defense. He seemingly invites contact.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Grizzlies shooting around 48% so far in the third. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Anderson outside. Jang inside, guarded by Tucker. Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Wall's shot is off. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Stolen by Tucker. Here is House. He's got 9. Wall dishes to Green. Shot from free throw range. Misses off the left iron. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. 1:02 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Now the pass to House. And here's Tucker. Here's Green. And it's Melton with the rebound.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
Wall against Anderson. Here's Jang. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Jang. And Jang drops them both. Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And the rejection by Jang. And it's Memphis on the break. And it's Clark slamming it down.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Melton. Great D that time from Green. From deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Kyle Anderson is out there with Zhang. Then it's Hezonja. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Grant the pass to Brown. And here is Grant. Pass to House. Brown with it. Stolen by Anderson. 3 on 3. Launches a 3. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside, Tucker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Tucker is a bulldog, someone that enjoys going at the defense inside and earning the call.
And the first one at the line is good. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Winslow comes in for Mario Hezonja. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Both free throws good from Tucker. The Grizzlies shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. To the paint, stolen by Harden. Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. Now here's Tucker. Harden inside the 3-point line and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one drops. And Memphis making a change here. Gutterich is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. David Nwaba is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Both good from the line that time. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. That's tipped. Hangs. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Knocked away. Stolen by Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The multi-talented Anderson, I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends, I mean, name it. He does it.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Woods checked in. Both free throws good from Anderson. All with it. Takes a shot at the elbow. Houston with a new 14. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Valanciunas. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
The first one falls. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now Morant.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And Harden with the stuff.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
Anderson outside. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Brooks. Let's go. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Cousins, no good.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And the dunk by Jackson.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Harden the pass to Wood. It's deflected. The three from Morant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Gordon with no one around. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists in the game. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Winslow. Baseline J on the way.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it. Now, he's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Brooks against Harden. Puts one up from 19. At the tip. And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Morant against Wall. 5 on the clock. Right through the D for the layup. Harden's got 38 points.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Here's Brooks, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
The first free throw is good.
What you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Anderson, and Allen subbed in for John Morant. McLemore's checked in for Houston. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Rockets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Wall dishes to McLemore. Here's Cousins. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Driving, spotting up. Wall can do it all. A fantastic job tonight at the offensive end.
And here's Winslow. Passes it to Jang. Down low. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on John Wall.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Cousins. Drops in the layup for 2. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
The big body of Cousins, a menace on the offensive glass who fights to keep plays alive.
Here's Jackson, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gordon against Brooks. Gordon the pass to Wall. And it's Houston with another.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
At the top of the key, Jang. He kicks to Brooks. Good on the three-point shot.
I love seeing Brooks take these quick shots. I mean, he's skilled at realizing when he has room to get them off.
Winslow against Wall. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brooks misses. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And he lobs it up and finished off by Wood. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Wall up top, covered by Winslow, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, it's all about post position for Cousins. I mean, once he has it, the defense is toast.
Now here's Brooks. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
And the shot goes in. And it's 29 points for John Wall.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brooks outside. Launches it. Rockets with the rebound. McLemore's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Great positioning on the putback. Woods got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Looking to end his cold spell, and that one's good. Brooks.
These are what I call rhythm shots. When Brooks nails these, it helps get him going.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Wall against Jackson. Now here's McLemore outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Melton. The pass to Hazanya. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Here's Grant, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good. And Grant drops them both. The Grizzlies shooting in the 4th quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Gutteridge. He's covered by Brown. 6 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. That one, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Grant. Lets it go from 11. Grizzlies with the rebound.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Melton. Gutteridge for the pass to Jang. It's Herzonia in the corner. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.